Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's that time. It's tarot time with Cindy, but we are going to start with oracle cards as we often do in this reading. It is a general collective message, so it may or may not resonate. If it does resonate, I am so glad we were able to connect. If not, hopefully the next time, my friend. So I'm going to start with the Energy Oracle deck. I haven't used this deck in a hot minute, so let's just take a look at y'all. Let's take a good look at you. This is for the collective. You are the storm. That's who you are. You are the storm. That's interesting. People perceive you as kind of like a master manifester. Also perhaps very much in your power. I wonder what you're going to be doing. I don't know what you're going to be doing with that power. So that's very interesting. It's interesting. What are you up to? Your good work is paying off. This is the part, that's the aspect of you that people don't really, they misunderstand. Like, people have this perception of you that you are really, really good at manifesting things. You are kind of really tapped into your own potential power here. You are the storm. So the storm card also reminds me a bit of the tower. So I want to say that you are possibly even the catalyst to great change. Now, maybe sometimes these great changes are what eventually create like abundance and prosperity. That's the part here. People are like, how do you do that? Or what's going on? Your hard work is paying off. Is it? I do. That's very interesting. Now, this is how you function, how people perceive you and all that shit, how this actually affects you in relationships. So you have the 6th chakra. Clarity of thought and a personal vision. Strong ideas. Okay, you're kind of coming through to me. I'm kind of seeing as an archetypal energy right now. What would I describe it as? I don't know what the official position of this is called in business, but it's kind of reminding me of this archetype. So I can't remember what this is called. This is somebody who would come into a business, and let's say the company would want someone to come in and look at how everything is run and see what needs to be changed. How can we really change this, and how can we make things grow? But it's kind of like, a lot of times you probably come in and people have ideas about what they think they need to change. But the thing is, they're doing the same thing and they're not getting any change. That's why they brought you in. That's why they brought you in. So a lot of times the change that you're going to bring in is not like, whoa, oh, come on, no. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Never even thought of that. What are you talking about? But it's almost like I want to say you dismantle. You really dismantle things here. And people are like, I don't understand. I don't understand how we're going to make more money, how we're going to be more productive, how this is going to. But it's like, you're the only one that has the vision. That's the really interesting thing here. People are like, oh yeah. We know the collective. The collective has like a lot of personal power here. They're really good. We've heard great things about them. But see, that's the other thing. Because I don't know. Put in the comments if you remember what that, I know what that is. Like, what is that called though? It's someone that comes in and sort of completely, a business could be completely reorganized and revamped. Now, right? Like, that's also probably a bit of anxiety forming for anybody in that business. But you have to have some level of like a pretty good reputation to be able to come in and just do that. But even with that reputation, I want to say there's going to be hesitancy, and people will probably see it as very destructive. Very destructive. And I don't know about this. But it's funny because it's kind of like, well, I'm the only one in these relationships that has the vision. Anyways. So, okay, what's your untapped potential? Indecision. That's interesting. Your untapped potential might actually be those around you that are not very decisive. It's getting those on board. You're not coming off to me as someone who's indecisive. Unless you're trying to decide on an approach of some sort in some way. right? Like maybe I want to say it's probably very metaphorical in terms of someone coming into a business, unless maybe you are dealing with something like that. But it's just like life in general. And as you walk in to this environment, to this situation, and you can see everything that needs to be changed here, but you're also thinking, well, how do I go about doing this? Because this is pretty big. How do I get this message across without, seeming like I'm just causing complete destruction here? It's very interesting. Woman holding a coin, second chakra. Intimacy and creativity. Coin. That's really, I want to say, like, whether you're masculine or feminine, I want to say, like, well, if you recognize yourself as male or female, if your personality is a little more masculine or feminine, whatever way you want to spin it, I do kind of want to say that there is a feminine approach to whatever you're doing, which is probably good, because I want to say it's probably a little softer, possibly even looking at things outside of structure, like built up structures, because this is all about taking down structures, the structures coming through and great change happening. It's kind of about building relationships with people where they can trust you. With this second chakra too, they can trust your vision. You build a relationship with people and they trust your vision. And obviously, I don't know, I could be talking to someone who's like their own business person right now. You could be running your own business. Or you've helped people in business. Or you've had an intimate relationship with a lady in a business. Now it's time for the tarot. Now it's time. You could have gone through great change in your own life as well with the storm card, storm warning card. There could have been a lot of difficulties in your outside world and dealing with that internally. Even this worst storm passes. So even if that is the case for you, that you've been through something incredibly difficult, and these external changes that you've experienced in your life have caused a lot of internal reconstruction, people really do see you as someone who has like a lot of self-empowerment, or you've come through it and you've become very self-empowered with whatever changes have happened in your life. Oh, so now that's interesting, right? I love how I get different sides of these stories. So this is interesting because I feel like there's probably something in your life that is very obvious in how you've created success, but there's something missing. There's a wish unfulfilled for you, because that's the part that people misunderstand. People might think you have it all. People might think that you have it all, but there's something here that you don't. That's the part that they don't understand. And you could even, I want to also say, like, people could actually come up with a lot of ideas about you that aren't true. It's kind of funny how this is playing out. We kind of hit the business end of it, and now this feels like sort of like a personal growth end, the way this is coming through. Yeah, so I feel like people have a lot of ideas, or they try to fill in the blanks. That's how it affects you in relationships. People try to fill in the blanks about you. If there is an area in your life where you had difficulty making a choice about, whatever you would do, this is the part of your life where there's a lot of potential that you haven't tapped into yet. So kind of think about that. Like if there's something that you were thinking of doing and you were kind of on the fence about it, somewhere where you were thinking of going and you were kind of on the fence about it, this is the area where there's a potential there that you haven't gone into. So you could just be sitting on the fence, like, oh, I don't know what to do with this. Should I go left or should I go right? Maybe I'm just going to stay here. I don't know what I should do. That's the area of your life where you've got to grow. Maybe that's where you're going to get like the wish fulfillment that you haven't received yet. Who you are, the Lovers. You could be Gemini. You could have a strong Gemini energy. You're the storm, the lover's storm. The hell. You're kind of, I want to say, someone who probably experiences a lot of big changes in your life. Like big changes really come into your life. And when these changes come in, you're on a whole new course, baby. Like you could probably look back on your life in chapters. When I was in my teens, this was life. Almost like a different person, a completely different person through all of these changes. You could also be someone who's had a lot of difficulty in personal one-on-one relationships, in romantic relationships as well. People think you're doing great. I don't know. You've got the Magician in the mirror and you have the Six of Wands. People think you are succeeding. You're doing really great. You leave a good impression, but you definitely leave a really good impression with people, but you do cause them to fill in the blanks. So I think we're all probably trying to fill in the blanks. Well, I don't know that we're doing that with everyone we meet. Probably be kind of exhausting, but on, I guess, relationships where there's enough connection where people are like, oh, I wonder about this or I wonder about that. Okay, people are misunderstanding about you. The Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. No, honestly, I feel like there's still some type of wish fulfillment here that you haven't received, that you're watching for or you're learning about. You mask really, really well. I mean, whether you are aware of it or not, or there's just either your demeanor, the way you present yourself, your body language, or if there's actually like physical things around you that represent success, like, wow, that person is obviously, they have a nice home, they have a nice car, or I don't know, well, you could be dead up your ass, but anyways, people think you're doing really, really good. But there's something here. What people don't understand is that there's something here that you've yet to receive. Okay, so how this affects you in relationships. Now, the Princess of Cups. I want to say, I really do feel like people imagine a lot of things about you, like a lot of things about you. I'm really going to look into this because it could shift. People imagine a lot of things about you. I want to say people wonder if you're open, I don't know, maybe open to them approaching. Also still kind of coming through as the one that has like kind of a vision, like a lot of imagination. Your untapped potential. Indecision, the Emperor. Some of you, this could be like a position here. There could be an opportunity here for you to really step into a leadership role and you've been hesitant to do it. And it might not necessarily just be like something that's offered to you and like, oh, I don't know if I want to take that position, or I don't know. For like a lot of you, it probably won't be that, right? But for some of you, it could be. So this is asking you to consider it, because there's an untapped potential within yourself that you haven't achieved in taking on that position, if it is some type of promotion or something like that. But I want to say that there's a way here that you have not stepped into the ring as a real leader. How much of yourself, Emperor of self-governance. Yeah, I don't know. There's just paralysis of will, anxiously following your heart, a choice of honor is all connected to the indecision card. Yeah, I really do feel like that there's some way here of being a leader that you haven't. I think people could definitely see you as this. They definitely already see you in this. But maybe it isn't even about like seeing it in yourself. The world. So your underline starts already with a conclusion. You start with the world, and then you go into love, which is the Two of Cups, and then the King of Pentacles. That's curious. It doesn't feel like two people here, because there's only one individual. Like there's only one court card here. It kind of feels like someone looking for your person, or looking for someone that you can equally build with after like a conclusion. I don't know what the conclusion is. It's kind of funny when it just starts with the world. It's all over. It's all over. Everything's all over. And maybe that's why you have this storm warning card. There's something pretty significant that you've been through. All right. Let's clarify. You definitely give a good impression. I would tell you that. You give a good impression. So build on it. If you give such a good impression, people are probably expecting this of you. And I want to say, if you're going to make a decision, you're making it. You're making this decision. That's your untapped potential. You need to jump in with both feet. Okay? You need to jump in with both feet on something. The Lovers is who you really are. The Ten of Wands and the King of Cups. Oh, geez. This is kind of like somebody who has an awful lot going on inside, but it doesn't even show. The Storm Warning card. You carry a lot of, I don't want to say baggage, a lot of emotional baggage, or a lot of emotion. Whoa, the Four of Swords. You've been healing from. Okay. You've been healing from, and you've healed. There's something you've been through here that I'm not picking up on in the past, which, all right, that's cool. Spirit doesn't want to talk about it. It wants to talk about the now for you. But yeah, there's something that you've been through that looks to me like it was pretty heavy emotionally here. Your emotions could have been weaponized against you in some way as well. Your emotions may not have been considered relevant in certain situations in your life. You've healed from all of that. It's good. So the Magician in the Mirror is how other people perceive you. The hell? The Ace of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'm not going to lie about this one. Okay, I feel like for some of you, some people might think that you do some type of spell work or something here. And this is how you have success. Oh, that's interesting. That's not going to be for everybody. But for some of you, yeah. Some people perceive, particularly with the Magician in the Mirror, in creating abundance in your life and opportunities with the Devil. I don't know. Some of you might be into dark magic. And some of you, this Devil energy could also represent something that you have been through here. This area of you over here, like who you really are. So you may have, you may have been through something pretty difficult. It may have been like in a family situation. It could have even been work. I mean, it could be almost anything with the Devil. It could be some type of addictions here. An unhealthy contract of some type. And you look like on the other side of this that you've come out of it really, really well. But that's like the physical observation, which is, I mean, most people are going to have that. That's all they're going to have. But really inside you, there's an awful lot of emotion that is unseen, that in some way, but the fact that you've healed or are healing this part of yourself, I mean, tells me that you're probably going to get through this. Okay. But it is almost like a collateral damage that people don't see, because it looks like, physically speaking, maybe even financially, you're doing okay. So the Six of Wands, the Lovers. People think you've got, the Lovers and the Page of Cups. You are the Lovers. But this isn't something that you carry lightly. So if it is a relationship, this is not, no. This is funny though. People think this is great. I don't know what relationship this is for you. They could also think that you're a great choice. All right. So they could think that you're a great choice. And maybe that's been a problem for you, because this is, okay, let's take a look at this. With the Lovers card, this is how people perceive you. It's successful. It's great. It brings hope. It's lovely. It's just flowing. You're like, you know what? No. The Ten of Wands and the King of Cups. This is like, things are much deeper here and they're much more difficult. Things are much deeper and they are much more difficult than what people think. Yeah, I don't know. So some of you could be in a relationship, and in that relationship, you have really great finances. You have a lot of social status. And people think, oh, and maybe like when you guys are out together, everything looks really nice and successful, but behind closed doors, this is no. There's some sort of collateral damage, emotional collateral damage with whatever this is. What people misunderstand about you is perhaps even what kind of success it is that you're looking for in life, or what wish it is that you actually really want fulfilled here. People don't know why you would be looking for anything else. The Princess of Swords, the Page of Swords. The Six of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Two of Swords. It was almost like you're not sure if you're going to get together with somebody. What they misunderstand about you. You're not really sure if you're getting together with someone or if you should. There could be people from your past. Like, people might misunderstand this about you, right? There could be people from your past that, want to get together, and you're sort of thinking, well, I don't know if I should do that, if that's a good idea. And it might have something to do with something that you're working on in life, and you're not sure if you want to share that or you don't want to expose yourself. Oh, cornucopia is linked to the Princess of Swords with what people misunderstand about you. Now, the Six of Wands landed over on who you really are, and it landed in reverse with the Ace of Wands. You're looking for your success. You don't, it's odd. It's very interesting because it doesn't look like you feel like you've found your success. People think you have. Is there like a surprise party going on that you don't know about? No. It's so interesting. Okay. You don't feel, you're like, no. I haven't found what I'm looking for. I don't have success there. Everyone thinks you do. And everyone thinks, oh, this is so wonderful and light and happy for you. You're like, this has been the worst period of my life. So, I don't know. Either you put on an incredibly good mask here, or people are just Or there's something going on around you that you're not aware of. But it's your life, so I don't know how that could be. No. Or people around you are just looking at surface level. And they can't see the obvious. So how this affects you in relationships. The sixth chakra. The Tower and the Eight of Pentacles. But that's the storm, right? This is, okay. I don't know. I feel like you take the brunt of something here. You take the brunt of... Okay, you know how I said that it's kind of, maybe it's very surface level, how people perceive or look at you? Because you're not. And you look much deeper here, and you see it in a different way. You see things in a different way. So there could be people around you, like, okay, so let's say you are in a relationship and it's not a very healthy relationship, and you carry there's a lot of hidden emotional baggage here. Maybe one day, you never know, maybe you're with someone and you just don't know what'll set this person off, or suddenly they have a drastic mood change. I don't know why I keep clearing my throat chakra. This reading, it's weird. Maybe there's things unsaid. Maybe there's things that you've not been able to speak up about. Because you see things more deeply here. I will say that. And I don't know. It's because it's really weird. I don't know that I've ever pulled out a reading where what it is for you is very, very different from how others perceive it. You've certainly mastered catastrophic moments in your life. You may have been through enough catastrophic moments in life. Well, you have the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, it could have something to do with work. It really, honestly, though, I mean, the Eight of Pentacles is mastering something. So because of that, you have a pretty good idea how things are likely to unfold around you based on what you're seeing presently in front of you. So then the Princess of Cups, how this affects you. The Moon, the Moon, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Well, I gotta say right now, I don't feel like this affects you. What is it? Like, it's weird. It's like you are very much able to have a vision here about things, but there's something here that you don't see. And I'm almost inclined to say, is it really there? Is there something there in your life that's I don't know, that you don't see it? I don't want to sound like patronizing here, antagonizing here. But I don't know, it's really funny. You're like, no, this success is not here. I don't see it. I'm still looking for some type of inspiration here to show me. Everybody's like, oh yeah, look at the collective. They've got this success. Things are great. They're great in relationships. They have a great relationship. And you're walking in the dark here without seeing, but I don't know. This could be to someone who has like your mind could be kind of compartmentalized here. You could be someone who's really, really able to see things possibly in a business manner or a practical way. When it comes to your own dreams, you don't see it the same way. Like, you could have a vision here that plays out really, really well in practical terms for yourself and for manifesting things. But personal one-on-one relationships, you might have a bit of a blinder there. I don't know. So your untapped potential is this indecision. The Death card. Well, yeah. Maybe you're getting a second chance at something you weren't sure about. Or maybe you've been stuck in some type of indecisive period. You're kind of coming out of that. The Emperor. Well, it starts off with the Four of Cups and then the Seven of Swords. The Nine of Cups and the High Priest or the Hierophant. Okay, this feels like some type of untapped potential here where this is a dream that you could really commit to. Like finding the dream. Because there's something here that you haven't found. Like there's a wish here that you haven't found. I just feel like it's just like the obvious. It's almost like if you come in to see the psychiatrist and you know you're feeling down. And the psychiatrist says, okay, talk to me. What's going on? And you tell them and everything. Says, sounds like you're having a bad week. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I just want to say, it's like, yeah, what others misunderstand about you is that, no, there's something here that you have not satisfied in wish fulfillment in your life. And what it could be a relationship that maybe is not heavy. It could be a relationship with another person that doesn't bring a lot of emotional baggage and weight. You've been healing. Yeah, I mean, you've been healing. You've been healing from the Tower. I know people think, why do people, on Temperance, I forgot. That came out too. Oh, you've been waiting. You've been waiting for something that you could really commit to. A dream. This wish fulfillment for you. It could be. It could be like a very high level counterpart. Somebody who is, I just heard, worth their weight in gold. So I don't know that. But, interesting. So anything else I want to, why? I want to know. Okay, the Ace of Swords. Like, I find it so curious. I'm going to go to another deck. I just want to know why people perceive you. Like, what? Where's this disconnect? Is it maybe you carry a lot of the emotional weight in relationships? I don't know. You carry a lot of the emotional weight in a relationship. So that's why people think it's great, easy to have a relationship with you because they don't have to do anything. I don't know. No, I'm going to go there. I was picking up the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, and a card from the Dreamscape Tarot actually came. So I'm going to shuffle that. Let's just... why is there such a disconnect here between who the collective really is and how people perceive them? I don't know. I really, honestly, I feel like people perceive you as kind of like having it all. It's odd. I mean, because even, like, nothing is really in this perception area. I want to say, like, the Devil could symbolize, like, a committed relationship. Some people might think that you're in a relationship and you're staying in this relationship because of finances. There's that. But they think that you're... Well, but that's the funny thing here, though, because this is quite lovely. It's quite lovely. And what it really is not. It's not lovely. It's not lovely. So why is there such a big disconnect between who the collective really is, like whoever I'm picking up on, who's ever's, because there's probably more than one of you, and how they're perceived by others? Why is there such a big disconnect? The Eight of Wands was how you move. So you move, how you communicate. Maybe you don't move. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Well, that's odd. Peace. When you move in peace. Doves follow you. Wait, a song's coming in. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. That's interesting. Yeah, that's a Carpenter song. I think people long to be close to you. So they think other people, I don't know. It's really interesting. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. Hermit. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're hiding. Maybe you're like hiding and healing. You're hiding and healing. All right. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, what are we looking at here? We're going to see, we're going to see what you don't see about yourself and what your truest path is. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.